Prosperity. It is about our security. Because if you deny 20% of the work days in a year, you are dampening our prosperity. Jobs that need to be created, incomes that need to be earned. That's what this is about. And it should be simple enough to be understood by everybody. 2024, 2025 will be very patient, pleading. 2022, 2023, we are busy fighting all of this. 2026, we are turning on gear 4. Anybody that closes any of it will help you close it for the next week. If you like holidays, we help you. But going forward, we'll now come after and take those from you and give to those who are ready to use them. At least we'll have some powers in that regard. If your market cannot open because it is your private district, I also have powers to revoke your ownership of that place in public interest. And we are going to be deploying this in coming weeks. We are still open, we're open to some conversation. But as for keeping those shops open, there is no negotiation about it. It's either that they are open or we use them for something else. Main market, for now, as it is currently structured, as our biggest market, Newi, all these markets, building materials, head bridge, this and so on and so forth. I have a meeting with their leadership tomorrow, once again, for us to have because by Monday, those of them, any of them that fails to be open again, going to be locked, maybe for 2 weeks, in the first instance, before we begin to take over some of them. But main market, if it remains closed again, we're going to now shut it down. And
right now in Anambra State, there is serious tension around the sit-at-home issue, and it has entered a new phase that is affecting traders, travelers, and the economy in a big way. The Anambra State government, led by Governor Chokuma Soludo, has taken a strong decision by shutting down 12 more markets after traders continued to close their shops on Mondays. This action came after repeated warnings that markets must open fully, especially in Onitsha, which is one of the biggest commercial centers in Nigeria. According to the government, the continued closure of markets every Monday is causing heavy losses, not just to traders but to transporters, suppliers, daily workers, and even the state's revenue. Before I go deeper into this gist, please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss important updates like this. Now, let's break it down clearly so everyone can understand. For some time now, many traders in parts of the southeast have been staying away from their shops on Mondays. This practice started years ago and over time became something many people followed, mostly out of fear and uncertainty. Even when some groups said people should return to normal activities, many traders still felt it was safer to stay at home on Mondays. As a result, markets that should be busy at the start of the week were locked, quiet, and empty. Governor Soludo's government says this situation cannot continue. From their point of view, a market that opens only 4 or 5 days a week cannot grow properly. People who depend on daily sales suffer, prices of goods increase, and customers begin to look for alternatives in other states. The government also believes that allowing markets to remain closed sends a bad signal to investors and businesses that might want to come to Anambra State. Because of this, the government first ordered the closure of the Onitsha main market when traders refused to open on a Monday. That decision alone shook the business community. Shortly after that, the government announced that 12 more markets would face the same treatment if traders continued to ignore the directive to open on Mondays. The message was clear: markets must open fully, or they will be shut down by the government. This decision did not go down well with many traders. They argue that the issue is not stubbornness but fear. Many of them say they want to do business every day, but they are worried about safety. They feel that forcing them to open without fully addressing their concerns puts their lives and goods at risk. Some traders also believe the government should focus more on dialogue and reassurance rather than punishment. Things escalated when angry traders took to the streets to express their frustration. In a dramatic move, some of them blocked the Niger Bridge, a major route that connects Anambra State to Delta State and other parts of the country. This action caused heavy traffic and delayed thousands of commuters, including travelers, transporters, and business people. For hours, movement was disrupted, and the situation attracted national attention. At this point in the story, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support really helps us bring these updates to you. The blocking of the Niger Bridge showed how deep the frustration had become. For many people watching from outside the state, it raised serious questions. How did a market closure turn into a major transport disruption? The answer is simple: livelihoods are involved. When markets close, money stops moving. When money stops moving, families feel it immediately. Rent, school fees, food, and medical bills do not wait for political or policy arguments to be settled. Governor Soludo, however, has remained firm. He has made it clear that the sit-at-home practice is hurting the very people it claims to protect. According to him, no society can develop when normal economic activities are constantly interrupted. He insists that the government has a responsibility to protect lives and property and that traders should trust the state to provide security. He has also described the continued closure of markets as a form of economic self-damage that Anambra State can no longer afford. The government's position is that dialogue has been ongoing for a long time and that warnings were issued before any market was shut. Officials say market leaders were informed, meetings were held, and enough time was given for adjustment. From their perspective, enforcement became necessary when compliance did not happen. On the other side, traders and some community voices are calling for more understanding. They want clearer communication, stronger confidence-building measures, and visible assurance that their safety is guaranteed. Many believe that trust cannot be forced and that it grows when people see consistency and calm handling of sensitive issues. What makes this situation more complex is that Anambra is known as a business hub. Onitsha markets, in particular, serve not just the southeast but the entire country. When activities slow down there, the effect spreads far beyond the state. Transport costs rise, supply chains break, and consumers in other regions also feel the impact. This ongoing clash between government policy and traders' fears has now become a major talking point across Nigeria. Some people support the governor, saying strong decisions are needed to restore normal life. Others believe the approach is too hard and could push traders further away instead of bringing them back. In the middle of all this, ordinary people are just trying to survive. The market woman wants to sell her goods. The driver wants passengers. The buyer wants affordable prices. Everyone is looking for stability. As the days go on, many Nigerians are watching closely to see what happens next. Will the government soften its stance and open more dialogue? Will traders return fully to their shops on Mondays? Or will the tension continue to rise? These are questions that remain unanswered for now. Before I round up this gist, please remember once again to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps the channel grow. In conclusion, the shutdown of 12 more markets and the blocking of the Niger Bridge show that the sit-at-home issue in Anambra State has reached a critical point. It is no longer just about staying at home or opening shops, it is about trust, security, economic survival, and governance. How this situation is handled in the coming days will matter a lot, not just for Anambra State but for the wider region. Thank you for staying with me to the end of this story. If you found this update clear and helpful, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others who want to understand what is really happening. I will keep bringing you clear, calm, and professional updates as the story develops.